This is Epidemic 006, and you are now tuned in to the Casual Fighter Podcast.
Check it out now. Third strike, yo. Yo, check it out now. Third strike, yo.
Welcome to the Casual Fighter Podcast. My name is LOJB3, and I have my fellow HMD brethren. As usual, we on episode 14. What's up?
Yo.
What's up, folks?
Yo, what's up?
We normally do introductions. Just go ahead and introduce yourselves real quick. Even though, everybody should, at this point, if you're binge watching or binge listening, you should know who the hell we are by now.
Indeed.
Well, let me formally introduce myself. It's Epidemic 006 here.
Mm-hmm.
Hope everybody's having a good Friday as usual. And yeah.
All right, 0B032 here. I got Ryu on standby. Hope everybody's enjoying their day, and let's make this a good one.
And last but not least, this is JBJR, producer of the show, and also hilarious nigga from St. Louis. So, what's up, y'all?
Killing me.
For sure. And BNB for life. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Let's go and get into it. Got quite a few topics today. I mean, a lot. Hopefully it doesn't take up too much of the episode, but we're going to start off a little rough, but, it needs to be talked about because I have some things I kind of do want to talk about it. So, man, the eSports team, Brutal Democracy, had quite a few members last week, dip out. I only know of two, Professor Liquid and Emily. And interestingly enough, Emily had posted a tweet saying decided to leave Brutal Democracy, and decided to go ahead and she the tweet that was made was I want to say pretty formal and no hard feelings, and open and thankful for the opportunity kind of tweet. But then a week later, yesterday, she posted this. I have to be honest and share my truth. And it's a tweet longer basically going into a lot of issues. I mean, I would read the whole thing. It is a tweet longer, and I kind of do want to read the whole thing, but I think I'm not. If you want, feel free to go ahead and follow Emily at Tokimeki Emily on Twitter. You can find that tweet longer there and be able to kind of read through this. So she did this tweet longer, basically talking about Brutal Democracy's issues and behind the scenes that they were having, and how it affected her and her experience. And after this tweet longer, which was a scathing tweet longer, I mean, BDG looks terrible, awful in retrospect because of this. A lot of more members came out recently, and former members came out recently and talked about their issues with the team. And it's pretty freaking concerning. And another issue that came out because of this, apparently a couple of the heads at BDG are trying to silence her and silence the story from getting out. She basically posted an image of one of the co-owners, Kitty Kaboom, saying basically please make sure you guys go report the posts and make sure they get shut down. It's dude, what? Why would you? Why? So I actually have an interesting story, and I also have some thoughts about this. But first things first, I want you guys to go ahead and talk about it. And I also have some friends of mine that were signed were just recently like left the company because of this. So yeah, man, let me know what you guys think. I already showed you guys like the tweets and everything, and yeah, what do you guys think about this?
I low-key kind of want to hear your whole thoughts on the whole thing. You know, so okay, just so you can just go ahead and speak your mind on it. Honestly.
Just go in,
because I feel.
Because I know you want to. I know you want to. So I want you to just go ahead and do it.
All right, so I have a bit of a short story. As you guys know, like a lot of people say that you consider yourself an FGC member, like the moment that you start going to like any random tournament that you've gone to, and you've been going to a lot. I've actually gone to a lot in St. Louis, quite a bit, and most of those were for Smash. I think there was like one for Tekken. I know me and Bishop, we went together on one, and there was maybe one for Street Fighter randomly, but that was like super local that nobody really knew about. Ken, you were there with me, so you say you have that. So I want to preface that. I consider myself really being like a member of the FGC only like 2 years ago when I went to my first big tournament. That was Combo Breaker 2018. So this actually takes place at EVO 2019. Bishop, you did not go to the after party, but I did. And let me just say, there was a little short interaction that I had with a few people. So I was hanging out with my boy Pete Fighter. Shout out to Pete Fighter. You guys don't follow him on Twitter, make sure you do. He runs Street Fighter Legacy. Always posts up like a lot of different artists, amazing work. He's actually a pretty good artist himself. And he's the one that helped me really get affiliate on Twitch. The moment I started streaming, like, if it wasn't for him and it wasn't for like the circle group of friends that I'm also about to name off in this story, I wouldn't have gotten affiliated on Twitch. So he was hanging out with me. It was me, Pete Fighter, my boy Laura Pistol Whip, Super Retrovania, his girlfriend Nessie Moon. Who else was there? My boy Fran Biz. And I can't remember who else was there, but I'm pretty sure that's like the entire circle. And I got to look for the photo of us where I'm also repping my shirt, my Hero Day shirt. So I had that. My shout out to Vicious, man. Vicious was like fell in love with the shirt, man. I got to go send him one day. So we're at that party. You know, I'm marking my shirt and everything. And two cosplayers that are known in the FGC come up, you know, interact with the group for a little bit. One of them was Milk Tea Tiff, and the other one was Kitty Kaboom. They were pretty much around there at the same time, right? So since I am relatively kind of a new guy, and everybody knows that I am an introvert, I do not speak unless I am spoken to when it comes to introductions. I go, and I'm already feeling myself, and it's the after party, and this is like before the trash situations with the after party happen, which we've already discussed this on this podcast earlier, how where Bishop was, again, not there at all. He was actually about ready to fly out like a few hours later. And myself, I went, and I left right when old boy got kicked out of the eSports arena after party for doing that thing, because I was walking with El Chicote to go up to Salty Sweet. So before that happened, you know, I was enjoying myself at the party with all those people that I mentioned and those two cosplayers. And I go introduce myself to say hello. You know, my name is JB3. You call me J. Like, my name is James JB, whatever. And I'm gonna go shake their hand. Milk Tea Tiff shook my hand. Kitty Kaboom acted like I didn't even fucking exist. Like, straight looked at me and looked back and kept talking to Pete. And I was like, wow. So I didn't even trip off of it. So, you know, I talked to everybody, and I was still kind of, I said maybe two sentences to Milk Tea Tiff, but it was one of those good vibes. Good vibes. It's all good. And I think I actually interacted with her one more time while I was going to get myself another drink, and that was it. But I have no issues with her. But with Kitty Kaboom, the reason why I gave this story is because I have these. When somebody disrespects you, you always get like a big feeling like, man, they ain't shit, and they're gonna end up getting theirs in the past. Like it's a small situation, but it seems like every time, every person in the FGC I've ever met, something bad has happened to them, all because they disrespected me. So they disrespected me. It's happened to other people, but it seems like, man, all you gotta do is just be nice to your boy, and karma won't fuck you in the ass. So when this story came out and Emily said that shit and had those DMs talking like, yeah, make sure you guys go fucking report Emily's shit, I was like, all I thought back to was Evo 2019 after party. And I'm cracking up like, karma's a motherfucker.
Yeah.
But man, the whole point of that is to really say, if you have bad vibes, I'm gonna know about it. And I was like, man, I can't fuck with her anyway. And I can't. I'm like, the fact that I have the knowledge that she's actually one of the co-owners of that shit. Your boy don't fuck with BDG. Because let me tell you something. Like, I haven't said this publicly at all. This is the first time I'm ever saying this. All three of these members here know about this, that I've been trying to work on this with my business partner that I've known for almost a decade now. It's actually almost been 10 years because I started doing the internship with him in 2011. But then we started our own company together in 2013. So worked with him, and I'm working with another guy. I'm not sure if he's watching the stream right now, but if he is, what's going on, Nate? What's going on, Nate? I see you. Yeah, we were trying to start like a different kind of esports team, trying to figure this out. Because I got tired of seeing deserving people not be signed and not, have like opportunities where they can be able to help grow their brand. Not just like, not my brand, their brand. Like, we're trying to help, grow their situation to where they're able to do what they like doing for a living. And to see this kind of shit happen, and also thinking back to the Echo Fox situation last year, or earlier this year, or in last year, it was a lot of that spanned for a good year. I'm just, it's not the way you run your team, man. And, I'm just barely starting off and trying to get everything like kicking off with it. But man, that it pisses me off. Very much so. And I don't know, man. That's all my thoughts on the situation. It's ridiculous. Like, I'm probably not even have any backing music when I'm talking about this. I want everybody to understand like my feelings and my point on this situation. Like, just, man, all you got to do is be like respectful of the people. Respect people that you are helping out on your team and you working with. It make no damn sense how the way the brutal democracy is just acting. It's trash on that shit. It's trash as fuck. And Say Cola, what's going on? Thank you for the raid at 34. Appreciate it. Everybody coming through. Feel free to stick around. Currently recording the Casual Fighter podcast. It's on Spotify, it's on Apple's, on any other streaming video you think of. Got my boys here. I appreciate you guys coming through. But yeah, right now I'm talking my shit about BDG. BDG is a piece of shit team. And I'm for damn sure glad this is coming out after I done told my little brief story about how Kitty Kaboom got bad vibes. So I don't know. Fellas, y'all can take the rest of it away. I can go all goddamn day.
No, you can't. This is something I know you're passionate about, though.
Oh, yeah.
Because, like, I I read it and I'm like, this ain't how you treat people. Like, why would you? One, it sounds like you just wasting someone's time. Honestly, like just stringing them along, just like, oh, we got something for you. Nah, you really don't though. But
absolutely right.
Yeah, like, nah, don't do people like that. Don't give people some kind of like string dangled in their face that you got their back and you finna help them achieve what they trying to do, and you basically just pull it back every time they try to go for it, and that, you know, every time they question you about it, you got some kind of excuse for it too, and it's like, nah, don't treat people like that.
Yeah, I agree with that fully. It's not hard. It's not hard to not say head ass shit. It's not hard to just be respectful and have a thought of like how you're gonna treat others. It's not hard at all, man. Like everybody in the Chicago FGC, everybody got met over there whenever I read it, we go to locals. Even if they will remember my face and be like, oh yeah, I remember you. It's always respect and it's always love. Like, I don't think I've ever had an issue with anybody over there except maybe that one time where somebody was like, yeah, man, I ain't gonna desync. I'm like, I don't need to desync your controller. But man, when it comes to like when you're running a business and you're running a team and you promote yourself as a family unit, you have the nerve to use the word family. And y'all know this. Y'all know these three people over here. Let me go ahead and point it correctly on the camera wise. These three people over here, they my brothers. I've known them for years. A couple of them I've known since I was like, 6. So, just saying, man, like, I don't think we've ever had any like major arguments or major fights with each other, because like it's one of those things where we're trying to make sure we build each other up and help each other grow, man. That's all we're trying to do. And that's a family. And we've been doing this H&D shit first with music, and now we're really branching out into a bunch of other stuff and trying to grow that. Just kind of growing our respective selves. We've been doing that for the past 11 years. So that's a family unit. I don't know what the fuck you calling a family over there. They ain't no family.
No, that's real, bro. No, that's real shit. No, I mean, it's real shit, though. No, that's real shit. I mean, because like you and Zero B said, man, like that's a pet peeve of mine. Like, don't waste my time, man. Like, don't do that. Like, that's a real easy way to get cussed out. Like, that's a really easy way to get cussed out with me. And so, if you wasting my time, especially like if now, and I've read into it longer myself, you know, for the most part, and if you're doing all of that, dangling, you know, basically giving hope, just basically like giving false hope.
I hate that.
You know what I'm saying? In so many words, you know, just giving false hope. You know, that's low, man. Like, that's low. You know what I'm saying? And to me, that's not respectable, man. It's just not respectable on any regard. Like, it's just not. I mean, if everything I'm reading is correct and really happening, in per what LJB3 said. What he said.
Yeah. There, you gotta point this way.
Oh, we gotta point up. There we go. Point up. Sorry, y'all. We on Zoom, so he's to my left. So, but yeah, above me, you know, and everything I know, I'm not gonna say a real line at all, because like I said, I've known him for a long time, easily over half my life. So and this is like straight my best friend. So I know he ain't gonna be lying about how a motherfucker treated him, about about certain regards. I know him in that regard. So now all this coming in, like he said, if that's really all that happened, then all it's really showing is your true nature. It's all showing your true nature. And once people see that on this end, and we in that age of cancel culture shit too, still, it's like,
we'll do that.
I mean, that's where I'm at with it, man. So I mean, that's kind of my words on it. It's just like, I truly feel sorry for homegirl, man. Like Emily, like I don't know you, never met you a day in my life, but
same
story, and hearing what's going on with you, you know, I truly am sorry that happened to you. So if you ever watch this, here it is. I'm sorry that we all collectively sorry this happened.
Yeah.
You know, for real.
Yeah.
So, you know, at the end of the day, yeah, this is a stumbling block. It sucks, but you can still do this. You can still make this. I mean, the community's still big enough where, you know, it's other teams, other stuff. I mean, even on your own, you know, if people see this and start supporting you more, you just start doing your own shit and you just blow up on your own without any other help. Cool, you know what I'm saying? But it's a down point. I can see how this could be for anybody, but you know, she'll bounce back and you know she'll be okay. Hopefully she'll be okay. But,
yeah, for sure.
That's why I'm at with it though.
Like honestly, she's a lot stronger than I even think that she has expressed herself. Because not a situation that she is. But yeah, man. I'm gonna go ahead and read off a couple of comments in chat real quick. Brian, to be honest, I've been wondering for the past year what BDG to offer for the roster since they were signing up people like crazy. Turns out the answer was a whole lot of nothing. Yeah, you're goddamn right. And then
That's what it sound like.
yeah. And then SHBL Tim is like, we see this from new organizations all the time. They're overzealous without a solid structure. I thought it was an outdated trope in 2020 because this was the norm around 2017, but I guess not. Nah, it's going to always happen. It's going to happen after this. Straight up. It's going to happen.
Which is unfortunate, but you're right.
That's how shit go.
Yeah. There's a reason why I haven't really pushed so hard because I'm still thinking of ways how can we really navigate around this and be successful? And offer people actual value. Because what it sounds like over there, they're signing everybody up. They signed everybody in the fucking moon. They have, if you go through their list, they have way too many members. And it's how do you cover all that?
You
Foot
can't.
Clan, huh? Shredder and Foot Clan.
Basically. I mean, if you look at it though, you kind of not wrong though, because it's that kind of thing. You can't cover all them foot soldiers.
Oh no!
You really can't.
No! Now I have that in my head. That's so. I feel sorry for.
That's the first thing that popped in my head.
But yeah, man. You know what's crazy, man? Shout out to my boy Grant Todekai. Like I said, that's the only Urian I'll ever respect.
Oh no, man!
Fuck Urian.
No, but
no, that's my boy.
That's guy.
That's my boy. That's my boy, 100 grand. He ended up quitting today. He matter of fact, when I DM'd him, he already had made his decision.
Oh wow!
He was already gonna leave. But I was like, look, man, do what you got to do. Either way, I respect you if you stay. I respect you if you leave. You still my boy. You still my man's 100 grand. But do what's best for you. Do what you feel is right.
Great.
And he's out.
Yeah.
He dipped.
X.
But yeah, and again, it'll make. And I'm gonna close on this thought. I'm gonna move on to the next topic. And like Freyon said, and I totally agree with you. If you're gonna ask for money from people that you're going to sign, what the fuck are you doing with your life?
Yeah. What kind of approach is that?
Oh yeah. Here's
I'm deuces. I'm deuces immediately. No, because the whole point of me making the team was bruh, I want to make sure they don't have to worry about that shit. I know I've worked freelance for so many years. I know how it is.
You don't have me try to front you.
And you front
off base, off jump. Talking about some money. Nah, bro, that ain't how that works.
Yeah, and Tim said we saw this majorly with Circa without the norm, without the controversy, but it's a norm for tier 3 games. You don't see this in tier 1 esports. Not to bring up esports as the blanket term, but for every BDG and Circa, you get great organizations like UIU and the Equinox. Yeah, I definitely agree with that second term. That first one though, I've heard some stories. Actually, one of the people that I'm working with, my boy Nate, actually, he has a lot more knowledge in a lot more of the tier 1 games. And how tier 1 esports are run, and he has some stories for y'all. Man, it's a lot worse than you think.
Oh wow!
So I'll tell you that much right now. Here's an exact one really good Finnish player basically dropped StarCraft 2 after getting fucked over by organizations like these. Exactly. Agreed. Like
StarCraft was major. I remember that.
That is
Probably
major.
still is major.
It's still huge.
Yeah. Yeah, that game
yeah.
was like League. I'm not about to mention another game in comparison, but I remember it was like what League of Legends?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's
Oh, yeah.
League of
huge.
Legends and
Yeah.
Dota 2,
Oh,
those are the biggest
yeah.
ones. Easily.
Yeah, that's
easily the
They,
biggest.
they are the top ones. Like I know
Yeah.
exactly. They are.
Yeah.
Exactly. But all right, yeah, man. Let's go ahead and get to the next topic. We're gonna light things up a little bit, man. Big shout outs to Dominican Republic. Yes, sir. Woo!
Going DR.
Man, no, I'm not. We're not gonna be able to, and I'll tell you why. But Capcom Cup 2020 finals will be in the DR. Crazy, man.
That's wild, bro. That's wild.
I had to go back and watch the announcement a couple times. Like, man, that's man. So I know Mena and Cabo over there, like.
Power up.
Oh my God. Can we talk home field advantage? Oh my.
Oh yeah, that's why I'm like power up.
Bruh. Like, man, like the details for it, man, it's gonna be crazy. So yeah, just like they did last year, also the Street Fighter League finals will be held there as well. But the way things are set up, and let me go ahead and go to the blog post so you can kind of read this off a little bit. I'll read a little bit of this. It's not necessarily the NBA bubble, so it's not necessarily the Capcom Cup bubble. Even though I hope they kind of work it to where it should be, but they probably ain't got the number for that. They probably ain't got the money for that. But basically, the venue is going to be set up for like social distancing, and the big thing is there will be no spectators and no fans.
Oh. Okay.
Hey, you remember like some episode back we had chatted about like what would it be like if tournaments began again during these times? I think some of the stuff we mentioned was in there.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense. I mean, it makes sense, dude. I mean, because at this point, we about to be in 2021. Streaming is clearly the thing now. It's the
clutch.
norm.
Twitch
It's
is
the norm. It's
shout out to Twitch, man.
Shout out to him, man. I mean, it's the fucking standard, dude.
Shout out to Twitch. Don't give me something on another rant. I got you. Words about them too.
All right, no, that's still topic.
Stay on topic. No, stay on topic. Nah, but for real, real shit though. Streaming is the norm, man. I mean, so it's not. So you can have the same number of spectators, really, if not 10 times that easily. You know what I'm saying? As you would in person. You know, just easily because anyone can access it anywhere, whether it's PC, Mac, smartphone, tablet.
Yep. You
gaming
really ain't
console.
go nowhere for that.
Gaming console. I mean, as long as it's on something like Twitch or YouTube, we can watch it. Anyone can watch it.
Oh yeah.
So that's kind of where we at with. So I'm fine with it, man. Like I said, no, if he just got to the point where gaming tournaments is like, hey, no, it's only the competitors and competitors only. And
that's fine.
That's cool. You know, until everything's somehow eventually get back to normal. No, I'm cool with it. I mean, I hope people will too.
If this vaccine doesn't turn us into zombies, shoot me up and let me go.
This dude here.
But
turn
to Super Saiyan on you.
Hey, December 21st.
I was just about to say December 21st is real. That's 3 days away. That's the day before Sephiroth drop. We can all do Sephiroth.
What's that, Monday? So, hey, Monday, niggas, what's poppin'?
Check in with you.
Yo, but yeah, man, like, so the way is also Veters, the way it's gonna work is they're essentially gonna set them up. Like, they're gonna fly them off. They're gonna be staying in their own hotel room and designated Hard Rock Punta Resort areas for the duration of their visit. So they're gonna have their own kind of areas or whatever.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah. All other hotel accommodations will be on the same safety and cleaning protocols, blah, blah, blah. They're gonna work closely with the partners, blah, blah, blah. So essentially, like, they're basically like, look, man, like, if people come through, they're just not gonna be allowed in the venue. They might be able to be allowed in the hotel, but everybody's gonna like be separate. So it's not exactly the bubble, but it's the NBA bubble.
I mean,
Yeah, I mean, because you don't want like a whole bunch of people crowding around and niggas ain't hygienic. Niggas still don't take showers, dog. So I'm just saying, niggas don't take showers, bro. Like I'm just saying, like, come on, man. Let's keep it 100. Let's Burrell, James, my brother.
We've already
first name, last name.
right.
That's my birth name.
LLJB3.
But to be fair, it is in my name, so hey, it makes sense.
So bro, so you can't. So for real, I'm not fucking around. I'm not lying. I got a good sense of smell, dog. Even with sinuses problems sometimes, nigga. I know,
bruh. In the words of Mrs. Bishop, what did she say? Don't be coming back smelling like horse.
Boy, dog, that's exactly what my wife said. Dude, my wife straight said this. She was like, please don't go out there smelling like horse. I was like, okay.
Man.
Dude, everyone smelling like Chinese takeout, dog. It's bad, dog.
No.
But back
with the extra onions.
Hot garbage.
Oh man, you're like, yeah. Peters is like, bro, be sniffing the air like the Rock in the ring, like. But no, it's like the Rock in the ring where you go. He go
make them terrible faces afterwards.
He's like,
it's like that Michael Jackson meme because now we going towards the winter time, so it's just like the Michael Jackson meme. It's like it's 11 degrees outside and you musty.
you got him looking at
though.
Yeah, but no, like yeah, man, they're gonna be quarantined, man. It's essentially the bubble, which is great. It's great. And it's good for the DR. It's a good look for them where it's housed because US and get their shit together. So they were gonna have it in LA. Because remember, it was originally gonna be in Paris, and and Paris is over there fucking up. Like I trust me, I have talked to Pete Fighter. Like Pete Fighter is from France. He's in Paris right now. That's where he lives. And he's telling me how much they often fuck up over there. LA's fucking up. Chicago's not as bad, but they're fucking up. Missouri's
it's rough, man.
And the reports about the whole from Thanksgiving where they were like, everybody's traveling too far. Which, to be fair, I was one of them. I wanted to go see my mom and my sister. And I didn't leave the house at all. Only person, honestly, you know what's crazy? The only person outside of my mom and my sister and my barber that I have seen that I know personally was Mike.
You saw Mike?
Because he picked you up to drop you off, right?
Mike picked me up. That was the only other person I saw all year. All year. Everybody else, I ain't seen them.
Outside of this, no in person. Damn.
That's it. That's crazy.
That's
man.
So random. I forgot.
2020, right? 2020.
2020 has been a trip.
I ain't seen my friends since February.
Hey, it's true though. I went to go see my barber. Man, I'm tired of my hair being shaggy. My hair's shaggy right now. I haven't seen him in a month and a half. I got to go. I got to go. But yeah, I'm really excited about that. But another thing they went ahead and announced, and we're going to go ahead and segue into the next topic, which is our quick hit segment. Dan got announced in there for February.
I'm kind of like, I was waiting for Dan.
Well, it's funny you say that because I was laughing my ass off. I was in El Chicote stream, and every time I was in this stream, my own stream saying this, they said winter 2020. That don't mean December.
Oh, you showed right.
January.
It must have
January 2021 and February 2021. That is winter season.
It is. Gotcha.
I was trying my hardest to warn people. I tried. I really did. But again, I ain't nobody yet. So nobody listens to me yet. I'm fair. I'm fine with that.
That's a long time, man. You still got to wait and wait.
Yeah, it is, but it makes sense though because again, Capcom Cup is also in February. It's like the week before my birthday.
That makes sense.
That makes sense.
That's a good time to drop that.
It's a good time to
Yeah,
drop
I
it.
agree.
I wouldn't be surprised if they drop it at, like the inner finals. Like it's out now, like they did season 3. Because
They
I really
always be doing stuff like that.
It's like
All
a
of a
present.
sudden,
Kage dropped it. Kage dropped like that night up.
yeah,
It's
he
like a
did.
gift drop.
Yeah.
People already got Kage before we even at the venue knew. We were like, oh, Cage, who's this guy?
Cage. This man said Cage.
Cage,
The Johnny
Kage.
Cage. Street
I was
Fighter.
like, Johnny Kage, man. Johnny Kage.
Kage.
Johnny Cage.
Johnny Kage, win.
JKVD.
We will get into Hood Lore later. But yeah, man, that's crazy, man. Like Dan dropping, man, in February. I really think he's gonna drop that night. They just didn't say the date though. There may be a chance where he might not be finished. They really have a show a lot.
Yeah, you right.
Yeah. But another thing that got randomly leaked or announced and leaked. Super Baby in Dragon Ball Fighters.
I would have been better off getting Super 17 or Mega Shenron, bro.
I would have been happy with a Mega Shenron.
I've been telling
Like,
people.
honestly.
I would have,
Like,
yeah.
because
I
Mega Shenron makes sense.
No, let Amber talk. Let Amber talk. I want to hear him on this one. 'Cause
All
he's
right.
like, yes, I love it.
I mean, I just gotta take it for what it is, to be honest. But I want to see BoJack in there, man. That was one of the villains I liked, and I like his moves and stuff. I was like, man, give BoJack a chance. Bring BoJack back.
Yeah, man.
BoJack is a hood nigga at heart, though. So,
Yeah, see?
Yeah.
he kind of
You remember that
is,
movie?
man.
You remember
He
that
do
movie?
he like be Debo. He like the Debo of like the Dragon Ball movie universe, low key outside of Broly. I was like,
You're
oh,
right.
so he just be jacking niggas. Oh, damn. Okay.
It would have been nice to have him in there.
BoJack was a problem.
He was a legit problem, like,
Sealed in a whole
Yeah.
planet, nigga.
right.
Yar, Space Pirate. Space Pirate Independent.
Man.
Yo,
But for
But
Baby,
no.
yeah.
I was surprised it was Baby. 'Cause I'm like,
Yeah.
I could have remembered in like for Dragon Ball fans that he was like one of the most least liked villains of that series.
Well, no,
Then again,
I
also-
heard that's the
He was
best
a ma-
arc
Which is
No.
no.
of GT. They say
No,
that's
not
the
a-
best arc of GT.
I know. I see my boy CJ Mack in here. See, remember I told you guys about the Falk that be whooping my ass? That's him.
Oh, what's up?
Okay.
But yeah,
You know what?
he says Baby
My
arc is the
God,
best. Is the best.
See, that's
is
what
the
I've been
best arc.
hearing. I ain't seen it, but that's what I've been hearing.
It's been a long time since I've seen it. It was, you know
It's
what,
been a
compared to the
long
rest of
time.
GT,
He said, but still bad.
you know what though, on some real shit, compared to the rest of GT, I think, you know what, I think I would have to say that's correct. Compared to, if I'm really remembering like all that stupid ass
Because Super 17 arc was so disappointing, and
it was, man. And
It
then
had
Omega
so much
Shenron.
potential.
Omega Shenron was the whole Shadow Dragon shit was some rifling shit, especially when you got to Omega Shenron. It was just
I personally love that arc.
oh,
If
dude,
I'm gonna
Omega
like-
dope.
if I'm
That's
gonna like a
dope.
GT arc,
Dragon
I'm gonna
Balls.
think that
I
Oh,
think as a concept, the Omega Shenron thing was great. I don't like the execution though.
that's
nah, the
fair.
execution could have been better. Yeah,
That
but
is
him as a
Like as
character,
an
and what he
idea,
stand
though,
for.
oh, that's
yeah,
dope.
like
That's
evil
dope.
eternal, like the most powerful evil eternal dragon ever.
Because
Yeah,
the reason why I'm also very upset, and we're gonna talk about this is gonna piss some people off. We're essentially getting another Vegeta. That is Vegeta's body. That's another Vegeta.
No
What's
wonder
that?
I was.
Three, it's like
Yeah,
three
that's what I was
Vegetas?
like.
That's four Vegetas. I'm sorry, that's four Vegetas, right? Because you got Super Saiyan Base, Super Saiyan Blue, now Baby. No, correct me if I'm wrong. I'm just make sure.
You
Yeah.
got 3 so far. Yeah, that's 4.
Yeah, so
It's four,
yeah,
right? Okay.
like
How many-
and to be fair, I'm not gonna count the fusions. So yeah, you're right. Base,
Saiyan,
Super, Blue, and yeah, now we got about
Saiyan Fighter Z. This dude just called the shit Saiyan Fighter
Hey,
Z, dude.
when you can have 6 separate Gokus in one fight, and they're all different characters, and they're all Gokus, but it's 6 different ones.
Name all of them off.
All right, you got Rose, you got Base,
Rose.
you got Blue, you got Super Saiyan, you got GT, and I feel Which one?
Ultra Instinct. Ultra Instinct.
Ultra Instinct.
Now you got Ultra Instinct Goku.
So you got 6 Gokus, and they all different.
And notice we did not count any of the fusions. Again, we did not count fusions.
6 Goku.
And we did not count Bardock either.
6 Gokus, 2 fusions,
2 Brawlies,
4 Vegetas, 2 Broly's.
2 Broly's. I'm okay with 2 Broly's though, man.
2 Gohans.
He said, "Why are you naming these wines I never had?"
We do have 2 Gohans.
2 Gohans.
Too many of these wines I never had.
No, 3 fusions. I'm sorry, 3 fusions. Because you got
3 fusions.
Because you got Gotenks. It's Gotenks.
Yeah,
so that's 4 then.
That's 4 fusions.
Yeah, Kefla's a fusion.
4.
Right.
So
Yeah.
4. So yeah, same FighterZ.
Saiyan FighterZ, basically.
Hey,
And Bardock.
Like I said, we got Bardock. And I almost named him a Goku, but he ain't Goku. But
Goku Senior. He's Goku Senior.
He's Goku Senior, though.
I mean, you got 2 Boos, but at least they different, I guess. But it's still 2 Boos.
And then low key, you can kind of count Cell a little bit because he's part Goku and Vegeta. So
He's part everybody, though, man.
Frieza.
You ain't counting that, man. You ain't counting them, man. You don't count them as.
See everybody in the game almost.
Viter said Bardock is half a Goku. When we get his mom message,
he is half a Goku. He literally is.
Hey, that's good though.
That's good shit.
But yeah, man, this game, man.
Why can't we get some more Pride Troopers, man? I want to see Top.
Give me Top on Dispo.
I want Dispo so bad.
Dude, I want Dispo would be so hyped.
Dude, Dispo's a hood nigga, dog. I'm telling you, he was so shit.
Dispo was with it.
And he was talking that shit. Look at my
son. He could back it up.
Dude, he was anime Snoop Dogg whooping niggas' asses.
He was giving Frieza problems.
He was a bunny, and he was slamming niggas everywhere.
He was giving Frieza problems.
Can we please get Dispo in this game?
I was like, is that what's his name, brother? No, I just
right. This man, like, hey, I'm the same species as a god of destruction.
Right?
Is he?
Even though I'm
is he a rabbit?
No, but he looks
he's a rabbit.
Or is he a kid?
He's a rabbit. He just looks very similar to.
This one look like a cat. You're a rabbit, though. Yeah.
Okay. I just had to be sure. But what's wild, man, about that, man, is it makes sense to give Pride Troopers. At this point, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Topo would have been badass.
Especially with the transformation into like God of Destruction, Topo.
Here's the thing.
That could have been an install.
That could have been an install, and we don't get a lot of installs in this game that I'm very surprised about.
Yeah, I'm really
Like I was expecting GT Goto to have an install for Super Saiyan 4.
That would have made more sense.
That would have been broken. That
thing
might have been broken though.
No, it wouldn't.
No, the way to balance that. But you know why I think they didn't do it? Because of the fact that that's a completely different like character at that point because of his size, and they got to make all these hitboxes and all this other stuff.
Yeah,
like, you kind of got to redo everything just for one install, because this ain't like Soul Bad Guy and his install where it just transforms into a different version of the same character data.
Yeah,
like go Super Saiyan 4 from Kid Goku. That they too lazy to do all that work.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah,
that's fair.
That's fair.
That's actually fair. I can agree with that. And it's funny you mentioned that because like taking into account there is another topic that we're going to get into right later. But let me first things first. Just to kind of keep on the light positive portion of the segues and all that. I'm gonna look at this little tweet from Punk. It was like when was this? December 13th, just so we can talk about it because it's fucking hilarious to me. This man said there will be another YouTube comment that rivals this one. Years later, and the series has me in tears. This is from Bowler.
Oh, this was hilarious, bro.
This man, I'm gonna read it off because it's so fucking funny. Once again, they rigged the bracket so that Daigo will face another black man, knowing that blacks is more adapted to high heat levels due to the abundance of melanin. And then you see through in this set, Daigo's body was trying to adjust to the temperature the whole time, just using up all the mental resources, preventing him from focusing at all. Even when we had ruined this set, they rigged it so he even had to say snake guys anyway. Next, by the time Daigo's body would have had lost so much juice that he probably wouldn't have been able to hop off the stage. the fact that he was able to put on such a good fight, despite all this hardship, shows clearly that technically he won the tournament. Power to the people, my brothers.
My brother, I have a question. I have a question, my brother.
No, stop.
I got one question before you. I got one question.
Where's the man's Kofi? Where's the Kofi?
I got a question, my brother. Are you delivered?
Are you? Are you serious? Are you serious?
All right, go ahead, Bishop. I know you want to say something.
This is some Umar level shit, bro. What the fuck?
This dude was leaning closer to the camera the whole time you was explaining this. Like, I thought he was finna pop through my screen for a second there. Like, is he really seeing this?
Because I was like, nah. I'm like, nah.
This man's like, give me the mind. Can I please get some emotes in the chat with the little Kofi head? Just the mind.
Y'all niggas gotta quit smoking that bullshit to these niggas. For real, man. Like, I don't understand how y'all niggas be getting this good shit from y'all. Yo, y'all got some just everything, nigga.
Umar.
For real, y'all be buying some weird shit from niggas, though.
I beg your pardon.
Jesus Christ.
I beg your pardon.
It was some next level Umar. Oh
my god, bro! And the Kofi me. This is my favorite one. Of course, y'all know I fuck with My Hero Academia. That's my favorite one right there. You got the trio. You got the trio and the fucking Kofis. You got Tekken, Bakugo, it's Shoto and the Kofis, bro. Oh my god! I beg your pardon. I beg your pardon. I was like, bruh, the Derrick Rose.
That's legendary. Like,
oh my god, that my man's would end. That was the funniest thing I saw all week.
That's one of them things where you look at it and you go, you can't make this up.
No, you can't. Like, this is too much. Oh my god. So yeah, that's I'm so happy the moment. It's the most head ass shit I've ever heard.
Can't believe he really went there though.
The man said, due to the abundance of melanin.
I'm like, bruh, for real?
Yo!
Are you serious?
Yo! That's why I had to read it in my most head ass like
I noticed.
I had to read it in the most like goofy wearing like what you call it way. Oh my god, that was so funny.
Oh my god. I can't believe it.
Niggas.
Bruh. I'm telling you.
That's all I'm gonna say. Niggas.
You would.
They say you would.
He do. I would. They did. What the fuck you talking about? I would. Nigga, they did.
He really went there.
I would. Nigga, they did it. I'm calling like I said. Niggas. Next topic, cause niggas. Jesus Christ.
Black man, melanin man.
Oh my god, if you are watching this, I swear to God, you're never allowed to say this word that this man abundantly says on this show. I don't care.
Hey, anyone.
If anyone that
if I catch you.
If I catch you.
If I catch you.
So yeah, I apologize. Yes, he uses it freely. I don't.
Hey man, hey look, hey man, okay. 18 and over. Hey, 18 and over.
To be fair, yeah, I did. I put it explicit because we curse a lot. So 18
and over, you will be all right.
Languages.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, all right, yeah. Let's go ahead and get to the next topic. So I decided I wanted to do something a little bit more educational with the podcast. So I decided to come up with a new series, and it's called Build a Fighting Game. I just want to take like maybe 5 or 10 minutes. We're going to start with like, what is the most important thing? What we need to do? We're going to build our own fighting game. What we need to make sure that we have. First things first. Fellas, anybody?
Let's start with the concept. Let's start with the concept of what kind of fighting game are we going for? 2D, 2D, 2.5, or 3D? Which one are we going for?
That's a good question.
Let's start there first.
Let's go with what something works. I like the 2 point. You know, the kind of like how Dead or Alive is, that type of fight style. Tekken.
So 3D. So 3D. So that's 3D fully.
Yeah,
So
3D.
So
I
3D
say
fully.
2.5 myself.
So 3D models with 2D aspects. Okay.
So 2.5. Okay.
I'm actually gonna lean towards the 2.5. Honestly,
I will too.
I personally like
2.5.
working with. I'm just. We can make it. We can make. Honestly, we can make a poll for people that wants to do it, or we can flip a coin. Yeah, we can flip a coin basically. Yeah. So that was since half of the consensus is 2.5, the other half is. Wait, Bishop, you didn't say what you.
No, I said
He
2.5.
said 2.5.
Oh, never mind. Yeah, we're doing 2.5.
Right. See,
I was like, yeah, everyone was right. He's like, yeah, no, we're doing. I guess we do 2.5 then. Okay.
yeah, I'm cool with that.
All right. So you're making up a game 2.5, and I got to start making notes for this kind of stuff, man. So I'm gonna open up my notepad real quick. So yeah, 2.5, right? Okay, so what other things do we need to make sure we come up with? Do we? Because even though like the big thing is that fighting game players don't give a damn about story, it's still about like what makes the characters likable is like the character and the story, the look of the character, the story of the character, background of the character, stuff like that.
Yeah, the background of the game itself. Like, is it a time period? Or we like what are we talking about? Like free for all, like toy box shit, like Mortal Kombat, or are we talking about story stuff like Tekken and Street Fighter?
Are we talking about time period like Sam show?
Or
Oh,
or
yeah,
like, so,
that's a good point. That's
Right.
a good point, man.
Like
But
So, yeah,
well, Soul Calibur, yeah, Soul Calibur. I think Soul Calibur.
Soul Calibur technically time period, I guess. Yeah,
I mean,
yeah. So
or you
yeah,
can
Soul
just,
Series is technically that.
You can just jump every gun and do World Heroes and make it every time period.
Well,
That is also fair. I don't know. What do you guys think, man? It's like I don't know about that. That
I
one
think I'm
seems
leaning towards like 80s, 90s time period.
okay.
Fine with that. Like
with that.
honestly, more 80s, less 90s.
80s
Just
time
to like, because even though Street Fighter at points takes place in the 80s, you'd never know.
It's honestly only 2 games that take place in the 80s, and technically
One in Alpha 2.
that's it.
God.
That is it. Every other game takes place 1990 on it.
Yeah,
He's
you're right.
old as fuck.
And even then, if you really think about it, they've really gotten away from like having a year.
Yeah, they've really tried to like not incorporate that into the story anymore because of the fact that it's like you want to say cause Street Fighter 5, you don't know when that is. You just know it's after 4 and before 3.
Yeah, so we don't really like put a time period. I mean, to be fair, like I do believe in Japan they were like having like high tech cell phones compared to what the hell we had in the 90s.
Oh yeah,
But-
for sure.
That Shadowloo tech though, I don't know about that.
I don't know about all that. The Black Moons, I don't know about that. Man.
Satellite dishes that blow up, like nah,
Nah, I ain't.
that
nah.
stuff Karen got.
Like the closest thing I've seen that took place in the 90s that was like high tech enough to where I'm like, this took place in like early 2000s if you wanted to was Enemy of the State with Will Smith and Gene Hackman. It was like that's definitely one of my favorite movies of all time. But yeah, Vita said you could isolate the hip hop and the rap game, call it Def Jam. Oh Lord.
Yeah.
Lord. Oh man. So are we in consensus about the 80s?
It can start in the 80s.
Well,
How about we could start in the 80s, I guess.
Yeah, it ain't gotta stay there. It ain't gotta
Make it
stay
start.
there.
for sure, but like because like man, do you think about it? Like the character designs that you have to come up with, probably some of the
Yeah.
fighting styles. Woof,
That's a little bit of work. I ain't gonna lie.
woof.
That's like what fighting. I think like 80s was like one of the like good introductory points for people. You know, technology was still evolving. Martial arts was big too. So
Martial arts was
still
huge.
is. Yeah,
Who's
Yeah.
the master?
Sure enough.
that's why I chose the 80s.
Yeah, because you know what? Yeah,
That's what I was thinking about.
Yeah,
that's what I was thinking about. Stuff like that.
Man, just imagine showing up in a fighting game, man. We should have a Last Dragon fighting game. Why don't we do that?
Hey, I play that though.
I play that, man. Yeah, that'll be a cell phone. To be fair, we kind of got that with Shaq Fu, but
I mean, yeah.
But okay, so yeah, this is interesting. I guess we can do like one more before we get into hood lore. So we got the time. We got basically the basics of time period. Okay, what kind of like name off some like a quick hit list of mechanics that you would like to see in this game?
Period.
I knew someone was gonna say.
What do you say?
This man said period.
Third strike level parrying.
Oh, parrying. Oh,
see, my only problem with parrying is when your name is 12 and your name is Remy, and parry shut down your entire offense. Meaning you in the wrong game. I mean, basically, the problem with parrying is you gotta build every character around that aspect because of the fact that if you don't, you get those two.
Yeah,
and
true.
12 is like bottom tier.
Yeah,
parrying is kind of hard to balance, like dude said in the chat.
you can do a,
Well, how about
do a dodge.
Oh.
What about
what kind of dodge? Like
You know,
CVS
like-
2 dodge?
Like
More like
SNK,
KOF 94 dodge, where it's just that one little sway backwards.
Yeah, or when they do the
You
roll.
don't roll with that though. It's basically like Vidal's dodge in Fighters.
Okay.
Yeah, you do that roll.
But I feel there's a way to make that work better than what it did for her. Cause like her dodge is whack. I seen the video on YouTube.
Yeah. So spot dodge.
yeah, like what Terry can do in Smash.
Mm-hmm.
What about combo? How the way combo strings work?
Yeah, do you want like something that's really combo heavy, or do you want like because like one of my biggest gripes about Street Fighter 5 is it's so combo heavy to the fact that there's no defensive options. So
that's what happens when a Guilty Gear person is your battle planner.
no,
Got to be checking for me combos.
10 hit strings and that's it.
Shoot, bring it to 12 if you can.
I say if you're gonna make a good string, 4 to 5 hit strings that's good moderate damage. You know,
for your B&Bs.
For like B&Bs, you know what I'm saying? For B&Bs and stuff like that, and good mix ups. I say good 4 to 5 hit string combos, like you know, like maybe some kind of universal B&B. Maybe they, like someone can have if like they never know how to use that character. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so we're going to FighterZ route and have all the combos. That's what you're telling me.
Well, you ain't even gotta have them be like necessarily auto. I mean, you can do a mix between that and what they did in Grand Blue, where buttons, you can start off with any button, but it leads to a couple of hits afterwards. But you can start with any button, but you got hits. The next 2 hits are all the same. Like it's like an auto combo, but I feel it's a little different from like Fighters auto combos, where you start with one button and it's just the same the whole way through. Like you can start with a heavy basically in Grand Blue, and them next 2 attacks still gonna happen.
Okay, that sounds interesting. I never played Grand Blue, but that sounds interesting though. To me.
I think if everyone had like maybe like say like if you had like a button map, like if you could map the buttons out on like some 1, 2, 3, 4 shit, like say like if everyone had like a universal B&B where it's like if you very begin the game you do 1, 2, 3, 4 in that order and string a combo, or you can go backwards, do 4, 3, 2, 1 or something like that. You know what I'm saying? But make it different for every character. So like if you got someone that's a grappler, they'll function differently than someone who's a striker who functions differently than someone who's a pure speed character, a zoner or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Charge character too.
A charge character, exactly. You know what I'm saying?
That's
But it's
like
like- but it's
Magic
like-
Series combos in a sense. Like,
But it's like an intro thing. Like it only works, but that's the only combo string that works universally, and nothing else will work. Like you have to learn everything else. Like if you just trying to learn, it's like literally a starter combo.
yeah, that's like a good way I feel to get you in the door with that character, and then you can look at everything they can do after that and be like, can I still function with this character, or do I need to pick someone else?
Right, because if everyone know the same string, because it's the same string, it's like, oh, okay, then it's something I can start off with, but then it's going to be to the point where that string is going to be like, yeah, this was your intro, but now you got to start learning the other stuff.
My only thing is, don't homogenize the characters in a sense, though, because that was one of my biggest problems with fighters, is that unless your name was like with the base roster, unless your name was Boo, you could jump in, down low, pop them up, standing mid, combo, launch, combo, super. And that's every character unless your name is Boo. So it's like, so I felt everyone was too homogenized. It's one thing where with like Street Fighter V, where most characters like middle button can cross up. But not every character's middle button can cross up. But that's also not a combo. That's just one button that usually crosses up people. So it's like, I guess you got to find a way to balance giving everyone universal mechanics without homogenizing them.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why I was saying, like, you give the same button string, but the button string gonna work in different ways. So like I said, it's gonna work different for someone who's like be like a Shoto striker character or all around versus someone who's gonna be a zoner versus someone who's gonna be a charge character versus someone who's gonna be like a grappler, something like that. Like it functions different.
Yeah, you gotta have something like that to.
But it'd be the same combo.
Out.
But it'd be the same combo string.
Yeah,
but
it
just
done the
function
same
different.
way. Yeah,
It just functions, but everyone's functions differently. Like it's like, okay, this is how you use this character, and it's just like, oh, okay, now I can see how this character kind of functions. But it's not like the same universal text. It's just the same universal input, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So I have a quick question though. Not to completely cut you off and cut off the momentum because this is dope. But is this 1v1 or 2v2 or 3v3?
1v1.
Okay.
I was
I'd
gonna
say
say 2v2, but I was thinking like, wait, it's 80, so
No, it don't matter.
yeah.
Nah, I say keep it 1v1 just to keep it.
Say that's the simplest way to do it. I
Okay.
mean, unless if it's 2v2, I'd say do like more like KOF.
If you lose, then the next character come in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
If it was gonna be 2-0-2, if it was gonna be rival schools. That's a perfect example where you still got combination supers and like and the other person still does certain things with you, but they don't come in. You can't switch to this person until the round's over with.
Right. I got your minds turning, don't you? All right. So Ember prefers 2v2. Bishop prefers 1v1. Cam, what you say? What do you solidify yourself as? Like, what do you want?
Yeah, if it's 2v2, like I said, I want it more like rival schools than a versus game.
Okay. So if gun, like, pray to God this never happens, but gun to your head, what are you picking?
I'm gonna pick 1-on-1, man. If it's coming down to that,
I'm picking 2v2. So we gotta break a tie.
We got a tiebreaker, man.
We got a tiebreaker. And also, real quick, again, I wanted to say it on stream. Shout out to Pink Initial. Thank you for the raid, 7. Appreciate you guys. Hope you guys are doing good. We were talking about everybody that normally in our crew, in that circle that I know earlier. So I would say watch the VOD or listen to the podcast when I put it back up. And I want y'all to confirm that story for me that I had about a certain cosplayer that runs a certain eSports team. But anyway, back on topic, we need to go ahead and break this tiebreaker before we get into hood lore. So this is gonna be the last thing. So we got 1v1 and 2v2, right?
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking 2v2 in the lines of, when the character loses, then the character come in.
So you're thinking. So are you thinking about tag, or are you thinking about
Well, see, yeah, let's figure that out real quick.
Yeah.
Well,
Who wants tag and who wants something more like KOF or rival schools?
I was thinking more along the lines. Oh, go ahead, James.
Yeah, my bad. I didn't mean to interrupt. I was thinking along the lines of tag, honestly. Y'all know me. Y'all know what my favorite fighter is.
Oh, well,
I was thinking tag. I was thinking tag, but you can't tag the person in until the character loses. So yeah,
that's KOF. That's KOF.
Yeah. That's team based.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Because it's in the 80s. You know what I'm saying?
Let me see here. Like,
I'm flipping.
I can do 2v2, and like I ain't got a problem with either one. I don't know. Let's do it.
Just flip the coin.
Yeah, flip the coin, man.
Flip the coin.
All right. 2 for 1v1, 2 for 2v2, but we do have different ones. So
all right.
There you go. All right. So what's heads?
2v2.
Tails. 1v1 it is.
Oh, snap.
Hey.
Came back just in time. Told y'all niggas. 1v1, baby. There we go.
He came back. Perfect timing.
All right, and
Your timing is impeccable.
I guess my last thing, and we're gonna make this really quick because I want to get in the hood lore and I want to like hold up the episode too much longer. Button layout structure: 6 buttons. Are we doing 4 buttons like SNK games, or are we doing like the structure of light, medium, heavy, special, like fighters and
I like
MPC3?
Yeah,
I like light, medium, heavy.
Light, medium, heavy,
Special.
special.
Yeah.
For intro reasons.
Interesting. I think I'm on number here because I love 6 buttons.
6
I
was
like
my shit.
6 depending on what the game is.
6, I'm cool with 6 because I was raised on 6. But
Yeah, you know, we've been playing.
Right.
Right, I was because we've been raised on 6 buttons. So if you're talking about
I'm used to
6, I've been raised on 4 and I've been raised on 6. So if you're talking about but if you had to say if someone, especially for a lot of new people, I would say like the layout just like Guilty Gear or Dragon or FighterZ lays out like that.
Well, Guilty Gear is oddly enough 5.
It's fine, but you don't really need to use it. I mean, I never really kind of had to, but you kind of don't need to if you just know what you kind of doing. I mean, you can.
You need it for sweeps, and now like Dust works in a different manner than it used to because it gives wall splats and all that jazz.
That's
but
true.
Like the core 4 buttons is like slash, heavy slash, punch and kick.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like I do like light, medium, heavy, special though, depending on what that special button does.
Right.
Same here.
But if I had
to figure out what that does, because all that did in Marvel was launchers, and if you were in the air, it kind of did stuff.
You can knock down harder.
Yeah, you can knock down.
Those scissors either a knockdown out the air combo.
Yeah.
But special one like fighters was like something else. So that's essentially that was your EX button.
Yeah, they gave buttons.
So yeah, I mean, this is a fun segment. This is something I kind of want to try out, and it's like a series of segments. So it's kind of like one of those things where we build it out. And again, it's all hypothetical. It's all just fun. Like we're just making stuff up as we go along, having fun. I'm gonna save this like little notepad real quick. Right, and then we're gonna get into the last topic, which is also one of my favorite topics of all time. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what time it is. It's time for Hood Lore, as told by Bishop.
Oh,
Still got an intro now.
You know what's funny? I was listening to older episodes and he did this intro before.
Oh wow, bro.
Oh.
Okay, please God no.
All right, so we are doing welcome back to Hood Lore with JBJR. So we're gonna go ahead. Quiet Storm. Hit you with the J Prince. Oh yeah. Shout out to my Houston niggas. But now we're gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and run through the story. We're in Mortal Kombat X, and we just finished up the
Ice
OG
Man.
version, the Wu-Tang Ice Cream Man OG version. So you know what I'm saying. So that's my favorite character, dog. He hands down my favorite character in the whole series. He really is. I always fight with him with Johnny Cage first before I learn anyone else. It's always them two. Or Scorpion. Always them two.
Right.
But anyway, but go on the story, just going moving on. So we're gonna talk about the family of the Sharpest Shaolin, Sharphead Man. Sharpest Shaolin, aka Kung Jin. AKA Young Hawkeye, man. Young Hawkeye. So Asian Hawkeye. That's who he is right now. So
Oh my God.
I mean, hey. But so right now, and you're gonna find out a lot about Asian Hawkeye, and you're gonna find out why his attitude is the way it is, because he has some sass to him and some back talk to him, but you're gonna find out why in this story. So Kung Jin and the daughter of JCVD, Cassie, young Cassie out here, so they talking shit to each other, like they straight going at each other's necks, like they always bickering and shit, you know what I'm saying? But what happens is they're walking through Outworld because they're on a mission. The mission that, Johnny Cage, Sonya, and Sub-Zero sent them on. And so then I was walking around in the market area, like it's just like in the open ass market. But so while they bickering, you get this Clint Eastwood ass nigga with a mask showing up. His name is Aaron Blake.
You call him Clint Eastwood.
Old dirty hairy looking dude.
Dude, he is the main with no name. So the main with no name. So main with no name shows up, say, so what the fuck y'all doing here? But he says it like, like Clint Eastwood would, right? You know what I'm saying? With a real voice. But he got on the COVID mask too, so keep that in mind. So he got on the COVID. So he been on COVID shit well before, because it's Outworld dirty as shit. So you gotta keep that in mind. So he got his mask on. He's like, so what the fuck y'all doing here, partner? And so he tried to talk to Kung Jin, tried to holler at him, because Kung Jin low key is a hood nigga at heart. You know what I'm saying? So that's why he be out here. You know what I'm saying? So he talks to him and tries like, hey, hey man, so this is what's going on, wood wah, like on some hood nigga shit. Like we would try to talk to a nigga that's this hood, trying to see what's going on. You know what I'm saying? But they stopped when he noticed that it's just a random citizen about to get executed for stealing bread. Food, you know what I'm saying, to eat, because our world is third world. It's a third world universe. Okay, this is what it is. So I'm not bullshitting. It's like some third world. The whole universe is third world. So dude trying to get some bread, and he about to go ahead and get killed, and off in front of everyone on a public execution. Kung Jin steps in because he be mad, like, hey man, yo, this is wrong. What the fuck y'all doing? This is wrong. But when he doing it and he trying to intervene, Aaron Black step in. So the man with no name and Young Hawkeye, bang, Young Hawkeye win. All right. So after Young Hawkeye wins, and because he rescues a dude, so at this point, Farrah and them show up. Now, if you don't know who Farrah Antor, excuse me, it's like Robin Big. Like, y'all remember Robin Big? It's like,
yeah, I remember that.
That's her name.
Robin Big. So Robin Big show up, right? So Robin Big show up to attack. But Hawkeye, being the hood nigga that he is and good with archery, beats them, right? But now someone shows up, and this is going to be the bitch y'all love to hate. Her name is Devora.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
A bug lady.
Yeah.
Nah,
so she comes up.
We need a good name for her.
Shit, I don't know. It'll come to me, but I don't know. I don't know this old this old cockroach bitch. I don't know I don't know. But I'm sorry to call her that. I'm sorry to call her that, but you understand why she is. Because yeah. Anyway, so Devore, to our girl name, just gonna be Devore. So Devore comes through with more people, come through with her crew, and starts talking shit to the crew, right? Say, hey. So, start talking shit like, hey, we got niggas here. What the fuck you gonna do now? Start chastising them, right? But she holds back because there's a treaty going on there's a whole treaty situation called the Breako Accords going on. And so the Breako Accords, and it's like, okay, let's be diplomatic. Let's talk to Kodo Kane. Now, yes, I said Kodo Kane. Now, young Kodo Kane, he's a different kind of person. But before we get there, the whole crew starts looking at Kun Jin like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why was you starting shit? We ain't supposed to intervene in they shit. This is they rules. We ain't supposed to intervene in it, no matter how fucked up it is. Kun Jin like, hey, look, fuck the shit. The shit was wrong. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But during that time, he goes back and he recounts the time, way back in the day, like a few years back, he goes to the Sky Temple, dressed like the nigga in the night, you know what I'm saying? And he goes in here and just tries to steal this statue that was given to Raiden from his family. And solely because he's pissed at Raiden because Kun Lao's going. And Kun Lao's his older cousin. So Kun Lao's younger cousin, Kun Jin, is mad because of that, which rightfully so. He got a reason to be mad because Raiden's whole Kush moment last story was other shit. So because Raiden fucked up, he still hold grudge against Raiden because you got my peoples killed. So Raiden finds him and Kun Jin, goes off on him and decides to fight him. What Kun Jin don't know, he beats him, but what he don't know is Raiden let him win. Raiden let him win solely because you good, you got your anger out, you straight, you cool, you got it out of you. All right, cool. Let me holler at you, young nigga. And so when he tries to holler at him and say, hey man, look, you should go ahead and join the Shaolin monks. I know these your people. Said Kun Lao wants you to do the same. I can vouch for you. Why don't you just go ahead and do this, so that way you can just start your life new and start it with more, stability and stuff. And he's like, I would want to, but, they kind of won't accept me. Yeah, they kind of won't accept me. Why won't they accept you? So Raiden goes ahead and says this little piece. It's not verbatim, but says, look, man, it's all about, at the end of the day, you can go ahead and say, I can vouch for you because at the end of the day, it's not about who you love. It's about where your heart is. Is your heart in the right place? Not about who you love. And Kun Jin looks kind of ashamed when he said, like all that. He looks, sad. And you pretty much figure out that Kun Jin is gay. Because, of course, unfortunately, in Asia, still homosexuality still pretty frowned upon. Just even in this universe, just call it what it is. So you find out with that little innuendo, Kun Jin is homosexual, which clearly is nothing wrong with that. So, and that's what Raiden is just trying to tell him. Hey man, it's nothing wrong with being gay. It's cool, I know this, but I'm big homie. I can speak on your behalf, and I'll make sure they won't fuck with you. I'll make sure you cool. It's the least I can do. And so that's how Kun Jin gets in the situation with the Order of Light, and with the Shaolin monks and with the White Lotus Society. That's how he's in the situation he's in now. So going back to the prison, the whole crew goes back to Kodo Kane. It's like, okay. And tells them everything was going on with the refugees, everything is going on with Earthrealm, like all the refugees coming through. So Kodo Kane, he believes what's going on because Lee May told him everything, because Lee May's from out, right? But he finds out that Shinnok's amulet is gone and Melina has it. He's like, why? why is that the case? Why does she have that? And so, but and think about what Kodokan, what happens next is Kodokan, he's not an evil, but he's not good nor evil. He's neutral. He's like Namor and Black Adam. He only does what's right for his country, for his people. He don't care what side it is. He's all about his people at the end of the day. And he's about outward, the betterment outward, or however he wants to run it. So he accuses the crew of being spies for Melina, which absurd. You know what I'm saying? It's fucking Melina. Absurd. And so Kun Jin was like, you know what? Hold on, my nigga. To prove that we not spies for Melina, I challenge you to combat. If I beat you, let us go. If we lose, whatever you want, open season. Kodokan takes the challenge, gets beaten. So Kun Jin can kill him because it is trial by combat, and combat usually ends in what? Death. But decides not to. And say, how about we partner together like we came here to do? He's like, all right, my nigga, bet. And now they got a truce with Outward. So now we're done with Kun Jin's story. All right. So now I'm gonna go through real quick with Sonya Blade's story real quick. So jumping back to Earth Realm, Sonya Blade searches for Kano, looking around, and Raiden tells her, hey, the amulet is gone. It's gone, my nigga. Sis is gone. We gotta find this shit. I don't know where it's at. Sis is gone. I don't know why it's gone, but it's gone. So she talks to JCVD, her husband, and tells him, you know, but think about Sonya though. Sonya is very brash and very career driven to the point where she's neglectful of, unfortunately, her family, JCVD and Cassie included.
Which is hilarious to me, man. How Sonya is the one that's the bad parent?
Yeah, that's
the Goku in that's the Goku in Mortal.
He the Goku on this shit. not Johnny.
Johnny's the Vegeta. He really is. Like, that's the wild part. He truly it's the wildest shit in the world, right?
It really is, though.
So Johnny, of course, you know, he criticizes and and tells it to her face. Like, you really care about this job more than you do us, don't you? That's messed up. And which is why, unfortunately, they're not together now. That's unfortunate. But so we go back 20 years ago. Johnny and Sonya, of course, they go into Quan Chi's fortress to find out what's going on. So still, this is right after the defeat of Shinnok, all right? So Quan Chi's still doing what she's doing, but now she sees like a magical device, and she's like, what's this magical device? What's going on right here? Johnny and Sonya starts getting ambushed by Quan Chi, Scorpion, Sub-Zero, and her big bro, Jax. Which is pretty fucked up, you know what I'm saying? So, but at the same time, Jax trained her and taught her a whole lot. So she got hands. She beat Scorpion and Sub-Zero. Unfortunately, Jax ambushes Johnny. He gets stabbed in the neck. And at this point, Quan Chi's taking advantage of the shit. It's like, you know what? He's dying out. He's bleeding out right now. He's going to die. I got a whole nother revenue I can make right now. So, of course, that's what Quan Chi starts doing. Start making a revenue out of Johnny Cage right there. Trying to make Johnny Cage a revenue. But at this point, she got to go ahead and, she got to figure out what the fuck is going on. So I got to go ahead and kill this nigga Quan Chi. Get him off of Johnny. So she goes ahead and fights her big bro Jax, unfortunately. Beats him, knocks him unconscious, and goes to Johnny. But now at this point, Raiden shows up and tries to reverse what's going on. But Quan Chi's still around clearly, and Quan Chi's like, nope, and yeets him out the way. You know what I'm saying? So at this point, Sonya pissed off because she's like, okay, so you tried to kill my nigga, You already turned my big bro and my other homeboys into undead, and you went ahead and knocked away the OG. Nigga, you gotta go. So Sonya goes and literally beats this nigga unconscious. Steps on his nuts, beats the shit out of him. Like Quan Chi is like no, and literally knocks him unconscious. But at this point, that gives Raiden more enough time to heal JCVD and get him back to the straight. But at the same time, Raiden also uses Quan Chi's magic situation to do the one thing everybody been trying to figure out: how did Wu-Tang Ice Cream Man come back? And how does Jax have a daughter? Well, your question gets answered right here. Raiden goes ahead and uses Quan Chi's magic with his, and basically causes a resurrection spell. Phoenix down, niggas. And you get back you get back Sub-Zero, you get back Jax, and for the first time in Mortal Kombat history, baby, Scorpion's human. Back human.
Crazy.
He's back. He's 100%. He's back to 100% human being. Everyone's back to living person now. Everybody. And that's how we get to the point with Scorpion, Sub-Zero, and Jax being alive. But now, going back to the present, now Lee May is with young Keanu Reeves, with OG Keanu Reeves, and with Lee May. So blind Keanu, Sonya, and Lee May out here, right? Blind Keanu, he not blind Ken, she's blind Keanu. So blind Keanu, it's like, okay, we gotta find Movie Kano. Movie Kano is roaming around somewhere. NCIS is somewhere in this motherfucker. So, I mean, shout out to Trevor Goddard, man. Rest in peace. He is Kano. That's why Kano's been in Australia ever since. But anyway, so Movie Kano walking around, you know, trying to like, you know, in his, you know, disguise. And Kano being the kind of nigga he is, saying, hey, let me go. I give you some information though. But this is Kano, who's the most wanted criminal in Earthrealm. Clearly, that doesn't work against Sonya because Sonya has a major beef against him. So he does something he definitely shouldn't have done, which is threatening her daughter, which makes Sonya beat the shit out of Kano right there. And so much so that Sonya was going to kill him right there. Johnny intervened at the last minute, like, yo, chill. We need him. Chill. We need information. Don't kill this man yet. Okay? Don't kill him yet. So basically at that point, Kano, they go ahead and basically interrogate this nigga and get the information they need. Get everything about Melina, the amulet, the rebels, her crew. And then she's like, okay, little girl, here you go. Next mission. Take your crew these coordinates and find out what the fuck going on. And that's where we're gonna stop at. And that's been Hood Lore.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh my God, this man said blind Keanu.
Still mad at Robin Big.
Robin Big. That's right.
This man said
Robin Big, bro. Oh my God, that's a name. That's a name.
That's hilarious, bro.
Let me tell you about my best friend.
Rob and Big.
Oh my God.
That's
man.
Much, bro.
Oh, that was great. I appreciate it. All right, man. And that wraps up every topic for today's episode. I want to thank everybody that came through and listened to the recording. But if you're hearing this on Spotify, shout out to you. Spotify streaming services, shout out to you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And on that note, do we have any final thoughts?
Don't, brother. That's it for me.
I got one. Please be safe out here, people. That's all I got to say. Just be safe, folks.
X.
All right. Yo, Epidemic, you got anything?
Nah, I ain't got none.
Okay. All I'm going to say is, Kofi. gotta remember to think with your mind. Out here with the melanin.
Hey, man.
Man,
Are you delivering?
man.
I was like, "Are you delivering?" Oh, that was hilarious.
Oh, that's so funny.
Bruh.
Oh, no.
All right, man. Yeah, we're gonna cut it off right here, y'all.
This was
Oh
fun.
man. Casual Fighter episode 14, and we will holler at y'all in 2 weeks. Well, 3 weeks. It's Merry Christmas, everybody.
Holidays. Yeah, Merry
Holiday.
Christmas, everybody.
And happy
Holidays,
freaking
y'all.
New Year. Next time y'all will see us will be actually next year. So, yeah.
I'll let y'all 2021.
Yep.
All right, everybody.
January 8th, baby. And I get my PS5 on January 7th. Peace.
Deuces.
Peace.